You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean. Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's What Would Ryan Lochte Do After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's What Would Ryan Lochte Do?
Welcome back, everybody. We're here to do Bing is for doing, and we're doing the Ryan Lochte After Show. We're going to be recapping the last 2 episodes. What would Ryan Lochte do on spring break, and what would Ryan Lochte do for his brother
in Miami?
Bienvenidos a AfterBuzz TV.
Here today is Will Smith. And I'm Jeffrey Masters. We're so sad that Ryan Lochte's over, and joining me in sadness is
Perez.
And Alex Schiffman. Hey, guys.
Welcome back. So good to have the whole group back tonight.
I know. We're all here, finally.
I know.
Yeah, where have you been, Alex?
I've been in Miami with Lochte.
Oh, how was that? All right, so the show's over. What do you guys think? You sad?
I'm sad. Are you sad?
I'm really sad, but I think that they could have brought so much more to this season that I'm honestly either anxious to see if there's going to be a season 2 or just more anxious to see what Ryan's going to do now that he's had a TV show.
Yeah, and also the finale, you know, with the 2 shows back to back, and the finale didn't have like a big bang. It was just It didn't even show the rap
party. Ryan's life doesn't really have big bangs in them, unless he has a gold medal around his neck. You know?
I would agree.
I wasn't expecting much for this finale, to be honest. Were you guys?
I mean, like every episode, I felt like didn't reach like any dramatic climax.
Yeah, I agree.
And the only like time it like almost did was when they had the conversation with Jamie that they didn't show.
I know. Well, that's what happens when you live in Gainesville.
And it was, I mean, the whole like
just kidding,
stopping the cameras, taking off the mics. That was a little dramatic. So I think that should have been the finale. You know, like Jamie and I are done.
Yeah. Ooh.
Let's end the
agree
season
with that.
It feels very like short-lived. You know, like
yeah.
I don't know like what happened really the whole season or the last episode.
Not only that, he's on spring break for a week, and we only see really 2 nights. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, what did they go out those other nights?
I think it was like the same exact thing every night, and they can't just show it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, it was a good season. So let's jump into our Serial Buddies plug. Everybody, we bring you the best in television programming with commentary, guests, exclusives, fan fun, and we do it all without commercials or pop-ups. But we do it with backup music. And so really, what would Ryan Lochte do? He would buy Serial Buddies on iTunes and www.serialbuddies.com.
Don't try to pretend you don't hear that.
I don't hear anything. Is this happening inside my head? The people that brought us Serial Buddies are also the people that brought us AfterBuzz TV. Our founders and CEO, Maria Menounos and Kevin Undergaro.
Could I be real?
Oh.
What network in its right mind would allow a Ryan Lochte after show? No, seriously. And offer at no price. That's even crazier. So the fact that we do that, you know what, says a lot about us. So you know what? There's something in return that has to happen. And so people have laughed at Ryan Lochte this whole time, right? It's not like they're taking Ryan Lochte serious, right?
No.
All right.
No.
So, Serial Buddies is very funny. You know, go to iTunes, buy the movie, so you get something out of it. And by doing so, we don't have to have ads, we don't have to charge you for this stuff, you know, and it really does help. So, it's Adventures of Serial Buddies. It's available on iTunes. Go to iTunes, download it, and it really keeps us afloat. And we can do more shows like Ryan Lochte.
And it's really funny.
It is.
Yeah. It's about
it is.
2 serial killers who are friends. It's like that dark comedy humor.
It's
and
hilarious.
It is really funny. And there's a lot of people in it. Kathy Lee Gifford's in it. I love her.
Well,
so.
and Maria.
The voice of Harry Winkler, Beth Bears from Two Broke Girls,
And
other
burps.
people. What?
And burp.
And
That's
burp.
what I was talking about.
Yeah, the
Those
burp
burps.
in my ear. At first
Don't
I thought that
pretend
was
you didn't hear
you.
those.
And then I was like, oh, okay, obviously it's
No,
not them.
this is called Gypsy Guitar, and it's one of the running themes or motifs, whatever you want to call it, in the movie Adventures of Serial Buddies. And it's
Catchy.
And it makes sense in the movie once you see it. So Adventures
It's
of
a
Serial
little
Buddies.
Inspector Gadget, I'm feeling. Do you guys feel that? Anyone?
I'm feeling serial killer that eats a lot of In-N-Out.
Inspector Gadget's a good, it's
Right?
they're serial killers, and they look like they're methodical, but they're not, because they're complete idiots. So at no point in the movie do you actually think that they're killers in any way, which is the fun part.
Which is kind of scary, too,
Yeah.
because...
So you get something out of it. You get entertainment, and we get to keep shooting in our high-def studios and to reach you in all parts of the nation.
Our new studios, these monitors, I cannot
monitors.
stop looking at. I'm obsessed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those didn't come cheap.
I know.
Just
And if you
saying.
don't watch serial killers, they will have to be removed because we're renting them.
All right, back to originally scheduled programming. What would Ryan Lochte do?
Thank you, Phil, for that.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
What did you guys think about the meeting of Shantae and the family?
Oh my God.
Okay.
I was like, when like you have like your feet up on the couch, like I was like on the edge of my seat when Kristen, his sister, was like, oh, no, Ryan, go get the car outside. Like, she's staying in here and, like,
You're like,
brings
we
her
need-
in the
we
kitchen.
need
Like,
10
like,
minutes.
take a step into my office for some questioning.
Why
Like,
did nobody stop her?
are you kidding? Because it's
Everyone's
amazing.
scared of her.
Not only that, I would want to watch that.
She's evil.
She's evil, and I love like the montage where it just keeps going, and it's like, how many uncles do you have?
Yeah.
Where are your parents from? And it just keeps going and
I
going and going. You
know.
could see her that she was getting a little uncomfortable.
But Shantae, in Kristen's defense, or not even in her defense, but Shantae wasn't really like, oh my God, I need to get these questions right, or like, she was kind of like, yeah, what up?
well, I think she was uncomfortable with the situation because when they went out to dinner,
Yeah.
she was like, this is weird, and he's like, this is weird, like I think they kind of have been in this friend zone for a while. So when she was meeting the sister, she's like, I don't really know why
Right.
I'm meeting you kind of situation.
And also, you don't expect that kind of interrogation from like a first maybe date with a guy you've known for a while. Like maybe this will work
Exactly.
out.
That's
Like
true.
you wait for that to like.
Do you
happen.
think that she didn't, like, Ryan put a lot more planning and, like, kind of liked or wanted more out of this date than Shantae did? And for Shantae, it was just like, oh, a night out with Ryan. Or do you think that Shantae was like, oh, this is a date with Ryan Lochte? Because I feel like she was like, why are we doing that?
I got the feeling that they both were like, all right, we like each other. We don't know like how to define that liking, but let's try it out. Let's see how it
it's like
works.
we enjoy each other's company. Ryan's doing a show. I'm Ryan's friend. Let's go on this date.
She
Ryan
wants a
just
good
broke up with
sponsor for the next Olympics.
Ryan just broke up with his girlfriend. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's grab
Yeah.
some food, and then they decide midway. It's like we were both not.
Did they go
feeling
to
this.
Dragonfly?
I couldn't tell.
Probably
Props.
same
Why
tapes.
not?
For sure.
They're the biggest sponsors. Yeah, but I agree with what you said, Alex. Like, it didn't look like Shantae was trying that hard.
Not
even.
at all.
Like, give the guy, like, laugh at his jokes.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they tell you in the school? Just laugh at the guy's jokes.
She was just being kind of, I mean, Ryan.
Not when they're about you.
Ryan's just like kind of awkward, but yeah, she was just like, I feel like she was just not all into it.
No.
To be honest.
I think that's kind of her MO, though. We've never seen her, like, giddy and excited.
Right.
I personally don't see what Ryan sees in her. Not a fan of Shantae.
I don't know,
Shantae.
guys. I don't really know
Shantae.
if Ryan fully likes anyone but Jamie, because you really saw his emotion when it comes to that girl, but any other girl they bring up, especially that girl Jessica that we meet later on, he's like,
Oh, my God.
who's Jessica? You know what I mean?
That was
It's like,
amazing.
Ryan's living his life. He has girls all over him. Like, he's just going from the next
They're
to the next.
nipping at him. Like
Yeah.
you said in Miami. They're
Oh, yeah,
nipping
totally.
at me. He's such a fish.
I know. Every time he talks about girls, though, I'm like, this is a very, like, sensitive and sentimental guy. Like, it keeps, like, surprising me. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
like, expect that from
Yeah.
guys.
I agree. I think that he wants that, he sees that he's very close to his family. He has not all sisters, but he has 2 sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's been growing up with women around him constantly, guys that kind of are in that type of family. They have a lot of sisters.
Right.
They respect women more. They want that kind of same relationship they want for their sisters too. So I think that side of him, we see that humble side, but when it comes down to it, he's an athlete, and he's an Olympic athlete, and everyone knows his name, and every girl's throwing themselves at him. So as much as he wants to settle down, I don't know how fast he's going to settle down.
Yeah, and he's also a huge mama's boy, and like when guys
Exactly.
love their mom, they're like, I don't know. You say that I think he does want to settle. I mean, I think Jamie is honestly, from what we've seen, the girl for him. I think she just needs to move here. He just doesn't want to do a long distance relationship. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Rightfully
either.
so. I don't know. I also. Like, to his credit, a lot of the girls he meets are more of like I just want Ryan Lochte to be on camera kind of girls. Like, not like, let's have kids and settle down and like,
Right.
you know.
Like Ryan for him,
thing.
like he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. But I thought I felt so bad when the family was saying about how much they love Jamie and like, why would you break up with her? Like, don't do that. Like, let the man have his like closure.
And the mom's like, well, can we still hang out with her? Like, and it's kind of cute.
Hell no, that's my in. Like, if you got to get in with the mom. You have to get in with the mom because the mom will always back you up. And when the guy likes his mom and the mom likes you, just works.
Yeah, but it doesn't always work because when the guy doesn't like you and the mom still likes you.
I mean, if she's still buying you
Speaking of
presents.
personal experience, it still doesn't work out. So
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt like you should be.
Yeah, for sure.
In with the mom, but when it comes down to it, if Ryan doesn't want to be with her, or he doesn't want to pursue a long distance relationship, it's not gonna happen.
Right. And as he learned, it's hard to get out of friend zone when you're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try hard.
Jeff looks like you're like
as a silent tear washes down my cheek. I'm crying inside. I thought it was, speaking of the family, I thought it was so nice that he took Devin to the pool to like train him and like give him lessons.
Oh, that was really sweet.
And when they had that talk like in the pool and he's like, you know, when we were little and we would train and swim together, like you always said.
Our dream was to like be on the same team.
And he even, when he said like the Lochte brothers, like that kind of was like, all right, then this really was something that he wanted, you know? And I thought it was cute, you know, that Devin was in the water and, you know, he took the time to train.
And like you said, Naz, like seeing Ryan like at the pool in his element, like that's when we like him the most.
That's what I love the most because, I mean, okay, people think Ryan's an idiot, for lack of, you know, but I personally would like to see him in his element. And when he's around the pool, and when he's training, you know, Devin, I'm like, yeah, like, this is Ryan Lochte. Like, he won us an Olympic gold medal. Like, he knows what he's talking about. He loves his family. Like, that's the Ryan I love to see best, I think.
Yeah, it was nice to see that side of him, like, coaching and you know, giving his brother a hard time, saying he's like a tire around his stomach and all of that. You know, I think swimming's always been a part of their life growing up as the brothers, and so he got excited seeing Devin back in kind of the swing of things. You know, Ryan will always be Ryan, and they'll have this, you know, competition going on.
Yeah.
But I think he likes to see him working out and training and just being healthy.
Yeah, and you can definitely see that Devin has like had a lot of training too. Like he had a great breaststroke. You know, he like has got the like strokes down.
Yeah.
Maybe he saw his brother and said, you know, I'm not that good. I don't like Ryan has like a swimmer's body. You know, he's got the big wide shoulders.
Oh,
got
we
that
know.
butterfly.
Oh, we know.
Have you ever seen his body? Okay, ladies, settle down, settle down.
It's so hot.
God. So Naz is gonna give us, I hope.
Okay.
Let me ask. Actually, let's rephrase this.
Okay.
So he goes to Miami for spring break. Naz.
Tell us about Miami.
So obviously I'm like
Florida.
so excited, and Ryan even mentioned this because he's going to Miami, and the reason why I get excited is because I'm like, yes, he's going to be around girls that are going to want him because there are a lot of gold diggers in Miami, but he's also going to be, Miami's one of those cities, it's like LA and New York, it's a big market, and people are going to know who he is. Like he goes to Gainesville and it's like, all right, we see him order chicken wings, like we see him at Dragonfly, it's like enough already. Finally we see him like at the clubs and he's like not remembering this girl's name and like at the DJ booth and he's going crazy, and it's just that crazy Miami spring break experience. So I don't know, like I was really excited to see Ryan like get there and do his thing.
Well, let's talk about him. He said he never has had a spring break. How weird was that? You know, I understand he had to train during it, but like going through 4 years of college, never having a spring break, I mean,
I would probably kill myself.
I have had my
Devin
share
quit.
of fun on spring. Yeah. Devin had too much fun on spring break.
Devin said, I want my spring break. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's what it takes to be, you know, an Olympian.
It does.
But yeah, it is a big sacrifice. And it's funny because at one point in the show, they were like, well, what else do you do? What was it? He said that he parties. He's like, because there's nothing else to do.
Oh,
do you guys
said
remember that
Devin
line?
with his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Devin was his girlfriend. He's like, well, there's nothing else to do. So I was like, yeah, like he's going to go
Shante asked
That's
Ryan
what it was.
on the date. He said, I really want to settle down. And she said, well, all you do is
yes,
party.
party.
And he goes, Because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Like, what?
But he never had a spring break, and so I was excited. I was like, all right, Ryan's gonna let loose,
Yeah.
you know, and he kind of did, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny that he's kept in touch so much with Jessica. I was like, where did he meet these prostitutes? I've never seen them
Who are you
before.
You would hate Miami. You would just think everyone's a prosty there.
I would never.
You would.
No.
You're judging. I can feel
He's
it.
like, Jessica's had a few too many drinks. They went to like 3 different
He's like, how
clubs.
much did her boobs cost? I'm like, those are real Miami boobs.
Ryan did not say
Ryan did
that.
not ask that.
No,
Jeffrey
Jeff-
asked
I
that.
That's what I'm
not.
saying.
Oh my god, behind the scenes, you're outing me. No. Oust. Jessica would not kiss him though. I didn't know why.
Well, because she's on TV.
Oh, whatever.
She probably has a boyfriend. It's Miami.
No, it wasn't that she wouldn't kiss him. She had the hat
The
with
hat
the brim,
brim.
and he was joking and testing with her. So he was like, well, if you wear that, I can't. And he went in for the kiss, but the brim, you know.
I'm
Come
not
on,
buying
you know
it.
when you wear your hats?
No.
You know when you wear your hats with the brim and the boys can't kiss you?
No. No. Why? No.
Marissa, what about when you wear that? Marissa over there.
What?
We're
Yes.
bringing Marissa in for the finale because we're so excited. She has put up with us all season.
Yeah, Marissa, honestly, thank you for so much for everything.
Oh, you're welcome. You guys are actually really fun to listen to. So.
Oh,
as
good.
opposed to no. I'm kidding.
So what host
I
do you
played the
dislike
fifth.
at
You
AfterBuzz?
should write that on iTunes for us.
There are too
Feel
many.
free to
No, I'm
comment
just
and
kidding,
rate
I'm
us,
kidding.
guys.
Well, anyway, Marissa's
Endorsed
our
by
engineer, and she's done
Marissa.
so amazing, so we're excited
Yeah,
that
thank
she's
you.
here every night. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, the hat. The brim, the long brim.
I don't remember hats.
Back to the show.
I also blacked out that night. I was with Ryan and we were drinking. It's fine.
Well, didn't you? Someone sold him out. Didn't you just say that? Or did we throw you under the bus just now?
I don't know.
Well, another person that threw someone under the bus is Devin when he tells Ryan's family that Ryan's thinking of moving to LA, which I wanted your guys' thoughts on that because we live in LA.
Well, evil Kristen strikes again. She like picks up her baby.
Okay, that was wrong.
Yeah.
You don't bring children into the situation.
You guys calm, pump the
No,
brakes.
seriously, I got really bothered by that because it's like
He
that's
really
how
wants
kids
to
get screwed up.
Oh
like,
my
you don't,
God.
No,
Alex
not
is
that
crying
not that
if
that
you're listening to
exact.
us.
You know, but when you bring the kids in and saying like, you know, he understands. He's old enough to kind of understand, not fully understand, but he gets it and goes, "Your Uncle Ryan's moving to LA." Like that was sad. Like, don't bring the kid in.
He's
You're
3
so
days old.
dramatic.
He cannot process anything.
Well, I don't think that was right.
But I think that it was wrong to do that because you could honestly see in Ryan's eyes. I don't know if you guys felt it, that he was genuinely upset because it's almost like, and no offense to his family, but it's like you're holding him back from what could be an amazing post-swim life career. And you know what I mean? In LA.
But to them, it's not selfish. It's just like we like having our son/brother around.
Right, but that's selfish when there's so much out there that he can
Right.
take advantage of in Los Angeles.
And
you
it's
know?
like, what?
He could
Why
be
can't they
sitting
move
right
to-
here.
If you know, there's so much to do here and pursue with his career rise. Like, if they care so much about him and they don't want to be away from him, like they can move out here. You know, like what's holding them back in Gainesville either?
Which could be a season 2. The Lochtes take over LA.
Lochte does LA.
Which would be
You
so.
heard it here
You heard it
on
here
AfterBuzz
first.
Tea.
Which would be
Tea.
so
Tea.
funny because they're so small town.
What
So
would
it would be
the Lochtes
more.
do?
It honestly would be a more interesting show to see Ryan out of his element, not like the
Totally.
swimming life, but
Yeah.
maybe in LA taking over something new than like
Dating Carmen Electra.
than eating chicken
Yes,
wings.
he would date Carmen Electra. Oh, well, let's talk about that in the predictions. I have many
Oh,
predictions. We
my
won't get there yet.
Okay, calm down. Ooh. I was surprised that the thought of Ryan moving to LA hadn't crossed the family's minds yet. It wasn't like,
Yeah, that it
we
was
were
such a
expecting
surprise.
it.
They're
Yeah.
so small town. It's insane. You know,
I
they're
know.
so family oriented, which is so great. You know, because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't have that, and it's really
Here's
nice
the
to
brim.
have.
Guys, here's the brim. Oh, we just passed it. But that's the hat we were
Oh,
discussing.
she was wearing a
It's a
hat.
surprise.
She was wearing the hat, and he talks about how he couldn't.
How
kiss her
about when
'cause of the
Uncle
brim.
Rick's car gets declined?
on national television?
Did they ever tell us why
I feel
his
so
nickname
bad.
is Uncle Rick?
No, but I remember last show. I thought he was genuinely an uncle.
Is he Kristen's husband?
Maybe
No.
he has. Maybe.
They never showed her who she's with.
They never showed Ryan's dad, which I want to know if he's hot because I'm trying to go on a date with him.
He's 85.
To each his own.
Oh, they're divorced, I guess.
Yeah.
That never crossed my mind.
I'm into it.
we talked about that on the
dad or
first
divorce.
episode, guys. We touched on how
Yeah,
the
you
dad
know,
wasn't.
just bringing it full circle, Mr. Lochte, if you're out there.
We still want to know where your father is.
Maybe he's in LA.
Maybe. So then,
There's an empty chair. Come to us, Mr. Lochte.
I don't even think he could fit into this studio right now.
you know what he looks like.
Is he that
already?
fat?
No, tall, guys.
Oh, excuse me. We have a large
Where
studio.
are you?
LA.
What is going on?
I can't tell you. Did you want to start off with your predictions, Alex?
Oh, okay.
For these.
Let's talk about our news and gossip first.
Okay.
This is our first show. This is not the finale.
I wouldn't call it news, but there was a certain quote that I think I would like to now reiterate. At the end of the season, Ryan tells us, I don't know what's going to be next for Ryan Lochte, but I know this. It's going to be big.
Oh.
Is that a really good impression?
Ooh. So what do you guys think that big thing is? I had it in my phone, my prediction.
I think he's moving to LA.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Do you think it'll be before the Olympics? I was gonna say.
Maybe
but
he's
totally.
here right now.
He could be. He could be.
He has like 3 more years until the Olympics, right? 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can move here.
Here's my thing, though. Wait, this is still news and gossip.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tell us.
I was about to say my prediction.
Tell us how you feel.
Well, okay, so I love that, through this whole season that we've all done together and we've learned so much about Ryan. It's like so exciting, to see an athlete, as serious as that, like, out and doing and partying and stuff. But now I'm like, I don't know, I feel like Ryan gets distracted easily. He's mentioned that a couple of times, and I'm like, is he gonna get any golds again with this lifestyle? And like, let's say he does move to LA, like what's gonna happen to his swim career? Do you guys think he'll still be serious and he'll perform and like win stuff at the next Olympics, or do you think that he'll just fall into this LA life and start his own fashion line and like date this girl?
That's
and,
a great
Yeah,
question.
that is a great question.
And it kind of
That's very
it's kind of
interesting.
scary but exciting, I'm like, damn, because I want him to win, but like,
Well, I think we've kind of, like, besides his comment about not going on spring break and his training, I think, he went through 4 years of college and was in the Olympics. I think that he is an athlete. He's extremely competitive. And athletes are like that. They can kind of separate their lives where they can go out and party and hang out with friends and have a social life. And then when it comes to their sport,
Getting down
it's
to
like,
the wire.
but yeah, so I think that it could go both ways. I see what you're saying. That's very interesting. But at the same time, I think he's so trained that he can probably keep it together no matter what happens.
Yeah, I think he's gonna pull the training out. He's so competitive. He's gonna want to like rock the Olympics, and I think he knows he has so much going for him that after the 2016 Olympics, it'll be done. Like,
Right.
he'll like
It is his
retire
last. I mean,
swimming
he's 28
career.
years old. It is
Yeah,
kind of
he's
his
ancient.
last.
But I know, yeah, totally.
Um,
And he does have a lot in like the works.
he does.
Speedo.
He does have a
fashion,
future.
modeling.
I want to before we finish up these predictions, I want to just tie it around with our Lochte-isms
Great.
because we brought
We
it
had a
up every
lot this
episode.
episode.
I picked my 3
Lochte-ism.
favorites because
Okay.
from these episodes. When he goes on spring break and he says, it was like a Lochte feeding frenzy in that pool and I was the bait. And all the girls were like, Lochte, like I saw you in the Olympics.
his
Like,
water, like he really eats everything in
unbelievable.
water. It's great.
and then this one when he talks about Jessica. We got a lot in common. She likes Mountain Dew, salt and vinegar chips, the white gummy bears.
Like
What?
Ryan and I
Marry
are
her. That's all you need. in
Yeah,
life.
she likes salt and vinegar chips, so she's
The white gummy bear is
she
done.
is this woman.
Ryan, go to Jamba Juice. There's a secret white gummy bear smoothie on the menu that no one knows about.
I don't even know about that.
Yeah, mind blown.
And then finally, when the producers say at the end, let's talk about the love journey, and he goes,
Oh my God.
it's all
Effed
effed
up.
up.
And it was.
And it really is,
Aw,
and it's
poor
sad.
Ryan.
I'm sad, but
But he's hot
he's
as
so hot. And
he'll
Ryan,
find someone.
you're coming to LA, and we have 2 single,
We're here.
very
Remember?
successful.
That's a horrible image we're telling people. You can be dumb and you can be like a little effed up, as we said, but you're hot. It's fine.
That's all it takes.
Girls, calm down. Calm
When he
yourselves.
looked at this TV screen and he was like, "It could be you or it could be you," I felt.
Was he pointing at you?
I
He was at
felt
us.
that. I was like, "It's."
I think
me.
it was at Mina's though.
It's me.
I think it was at me.
We look like. So
I think he was pointing at our predictions music.
Your AfterBuzz TV
Predictions. I predict in my crystal ball of AfterBuzz TV.
Oh, let's all hold our crystal balls.
Okay.
That's a new thing. We should have done that all season.
I like that. I'm scrying. Ooh, a tea leaf. Just reading the leaves of Ryan's future. He sent us these mugs. Since the show was so love-oriented, which I was surprised by, I want to see a Ryan Lochte, like, Ready for Love TV show, aka The Bachelor.
Oh, like you want to see him on The Bachelor, but
he turned down.
Yeah, he turned it down.
There's
but maybe he'll
always
do
something
it
new
if there
season.
isn't a season 2.
Maybe, and maybe if he gets this kind of like hype from being on TV and
Yeah.
really like, because he wanted to be an actor. Like he
wants to be a
doing-
TV star, yeah.
Yeah, so he enjoys that. So
There's just so much about love, and there was so much in this season. I don't see why don't they just like make it an organized thing. Well, like pick some girls,
yeah,
groom them.
like pick some
I don't think he'd do
girls.
good. Hey, I don't think he'd do good in that environment though, because if there's anything we've learned from him, he really is like,
Can't keep it together.
and not only
Like,
that, he's just so sincere, like, and like he would just not even remember any of the girls' names, or just
I meant along the lines of like carefully picked women for him, not like sleazy Jessicas, but like girls who are like
That's
smart
how you really
and
feel.
nice and Jamie-esque.
yeah, I could see it. I mean, if they gave him a bunch of great girls, you know, I think he
they would have to be
try
like
get
small town, like
Girl Next Door.
Yeah,
I don't-
Girl
I
Next
don't
Door.
really
God,
think
not
we
us,
fit
huh?
that. No.
Damn.
Never mind then. Canceling. Has there been any word whatsoever about a second season?
I haven't heard anything yet, but if it does, as I said earlier, my prediction is Lochte does LA.
Definitely.
Lochte still does love.
And
but
if
Lochte
they
does
do
LA.
it, it'll need like a big refresh and something.
Yeah,
So
what
that
would
be
Ryan
great.
Lochte do in LA?
Totally.
Yeah,
I
like,
feel it.
Like Ryan and Jean.
Or Ryan and Jean do LA. Or Ryan and Carmen do
Jean's
LA.
getting married. Oh my God, Ryan's gonna be so lonely. Ryan,
Devin?
call us. I don't think Devin will move to LA.
Oh, man, I don't know. All right, I'm out.
Well,
You good?
Oh, thanks
this
so
is-
much for
thanks
joining
for
us,
joining us all
guys.
season.
this season.
And Marisa.
Where can we find you?
Me?
Jeffrey, where can we find you?
Well, thank you for asking, Marissa. You can find me on Twitter. I tweet from Jeff Masters 1.
You can find me on Twitter at Jane as Perez.
And you can find me at Alex Schiffman. Thanks again
Thanks
for
so much,
joining
guys.
us. We had so much fun.
Bye. Thank you guys.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
See you later.
Cheers.
Yeah.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.